This is not conjecture. Let me repeat that. This is not conjecture at all. Now I'm going to say a few things that we already know, okay? Just to establish the base of this deception, okay? And I'm going to be careful with my verbiage. I will have to maybe literally spell a few words so that this video will load, because it won't otherwise. We all know that are awake that they are spraying the SKIES. Okay? We know that. But there's a reason they're letting these big channels and even the small governments complain about that, okay? And there's a reason why now you can hire someone to bring in some rain or no rain, right? So they're using this now. And I'm not saying that those aren't happening. It is, okay? You can go out in the middle of the night. I'm sure some of you have done this. You can take a flashlight in the pitch dark and you'll see that it's basically powdered sugar in the air. Cobwebs and fibers. They're okay with us knowing that now, because that's not the entire deception. What's really going on is much worse. Most of those trails you see are not from JETS at all. In fact, there's nothing there if you get binoculars and look at it. And shockingly enough, you may see what looks like the end of a fingertip in front of some of these lines, or just a black dot. And I know how absurd that sounds. I hope you stay with me. I'm going somewhere with this. Anyone that's watched these or looks at them, you know that they don't move. Sometimes they might be there for half the day. There could be a wind storm out there and they won't move. And the higher up you go, the more wind you have. Now these lines, real erratic and have a twist in them, or some just ridiculous lines, right, that no flight pattern would ever have. The reason for this is because these are absolutely coordinated. Okay, absolutely coordinated for a reason of, let me put it like this. You can't see what's there unless you use a mirror, okay? If you screenshot some of this garbage, a square mirror about the size of your phone, and it doesn't matter where you put it on your phone, screenshot some of these CHEMTRAILS, okay? This has been induced through a mathematical wheel of sorts, because as you spin it, no matter what degree or angle, you will see the demons that are above us. Not only that, you'll see the writings coming out of their mouths, just like on a stupid cartoon where you have the little circle thing maybe coming out of the mouth and some words, right? Now, how that's done exactly, other than the actual spirits are manifesting up there, that's the only explanation I can give you. It's being done. Now, of course, without the mirror, a lot of people are finally seeing that, yes, there's a lot of images up there, faces, but it's way worse than that, okay? And they know people will not take the time or let their eyes focus or their mind focus, because it takes a few minutes for those two things to calibrate what you're seeing, okay? It's kind of like your mind looking for, in that fireplace there, water. Okay, that's the difference. Your mind won't go there and calibrate that. It's already been stopped. So you won't focus in and see what's there. And yes, it's a given, the sprays, but that is why they are pushing that now. I mean, you got these governors and mayors and people like Prince, just numerous people complain about those trails, right? It's already a given that those are there. But those were part of the cover for what's really going on up there. And is it important to know? Yes, you need to know your enemy. You need to know what they're up to. It's very important to know that you're not just looking at stuff coming out of the back of a jet. It's much worse than that. Okay? So if you give yourself some time to focus in, if you are interested in knowing the truth about what's really above you, you will see. And it's probably not for everyone, because it's disturbing in the factor that how could that be possible? It doesn't move for the most part, and if it does, it drifts into another mathematical equation of a half image when exposed to the other side of it on a mirror is absolutely being coordinated to create these deities and demons above us. And here's the thing too, I've been watching this for a long time. The sky is way closer to us than it was. Way closer. So is the moon, so are the stars. So what's above us? The principalities, right? The evil spirits. If you want to see firsthand what's going on up there, try this. And that way you have a firmer standing on how and what to rebuke. It's not just the trails. It's not just what's fallen out of it. It's the manifestation of these spirits. You know, I sometimes make these videos and I listen to them before I load them up. I can't even believe I'm telling people these things. And I know there's others, and you all know stuff too, but it doesn't seem real, does it? But it is, so you have to deal with it. And we have power and authority to rebuke things, right? We have not because we ask not. So just some food for thought, maybe not the most pleasing food, but nevertheless, it's still food.